The air crackled with anticipation. November 9, 1989, a night etched in history. The Berlin Wall, a monolith of concrete and barbed wire, stood as an enduring symbol of division. For 28 years it had cruelly cleaved a city, a nation, and a continent in two. Tonight, that division would begin to heal. East Berliners, fueled by rumors and a longing for freedom, gathered at the wall. Their chants for liberty echoed through the cold night. The pressure mounted on the border guards, their faces etched with uncertainty. The world held its breath, watching as history unfolded. Then, the unimaginable happened. The gates swung open. East and West Berliners, long separated by ideology and concrete, surged towards each other. Tears streamed down faces, a mixture of joy and disbelief. The wall, once insurmountable, was now a stage for joyous reunions. The night of November 9th wasn't just the fall of a wall, it was the fall of an idea that sought to divide humanity with ideology and force. This was a victory for the human spirit, a testament to the enduring desire for unity and freedom. After the horrors of World War II, a shattered Germany lay in ruins. The victorious Allied powers divided the nation, and Berlin, its former capital, became a microcosm of this division. The United States, Great Britain and France controlled West Berlin, while the Soviet Union controlled the East. The ideological battle lines of the Cold War were drawn. The capitalist West, promoting democracy and freedom, stood in stark contrast to the communist East, with its emphasis on state control and a centrally planned economy. This ideological chasm deepened over time, fueling mistrust and division. The situation in Berlin, a city physically located within East Germany but politically divided, created unique challenges. Millions of East Germans, seeking a better life and fleeing communist rule, poured into West Berlin. This exodus of skilled workers and intellectuals drained the East German economy. In a desperate attempt to stem the tide, the East German government, under Soviet pressure, erected the Berlin Wall on August 13, 1961. Overnight, families and friends were separated, a city ripped apart. The wall became a stark symbol of the Cold War, a physical manifestation of the ideological Iron Curtain that had descended across Europe. Life on either side of the Berlin Wall offered a stark contrast. West Berlin, aided by the Marshall Plan, flourished. Its economy boomed, its streets vibrant with life, and its people enjoyed the freedoms of democracy and capitalism. In contrast, East Berlin remained trapped in time. The oppressive East German government, the Stasi, controlled every aspect of life. Freedom of speech was non-existent, dissent was brutally suppressed, and a pervasive atmosphere of fear and paranoia pervaded daily life. The economic disparity was equally stark. While West Berliners enjoyed a high standard of living, East Berliners faced shortages of basic goods and limited opportunities. The wall itself, a grim reminder of their confinement, became a canvas for protest and despair. Graffiti adorned the western side, a testament to the yearning for freedom, while the eastern side remained stark and heavily guarded. Despite the hardships, the spirit of the East Berliners remained unbroken. Churches and private homes became clandestine meeting places where people whispered their hopes for a unified Germany. The desire for freedom burned bright, fueled by the tantalizing glimpses of the West just beyond the wall's reach. Section 4, Walls Can't Hold Freedom, Daring Escapes and Unshakable Hope. The Berlin Wall, a seemingly impenetrable barrier, became a testament to human ingenuity and the unwavering desire for freedom. Daring escape attempts, often fraught with danger and heartbreak, captured the world's attention. Tunnels were dug, hot air balloons were launched, and people were smuggled across the border in modified vehicles. Each successful escape was a blow to the East German regime, a testament to the human spirit's triumph over oppression. One particularly daring escape involved a young couple who, desperate to reunite, used a homemade hot air balloon to soar over the wall. Their story, fraught with risk and uncertainty, captivated the world and highlighted the lengths to which people would go to be free. However, not all attempts were successful. The East German border guards, armed with shoot-to-kill orders, stood as a constant threat. Many innocent lives were lost at the wall, their deaths serving as a tragic reminder of the human cost of division. Despite the risks, the escape attempts continued, each one a testament to the enduring belief that walls, no matter how high or how fortified, could never truly contain the human spirit's yearning for liberty. Section 5. Winds of Change, Gorbachev, Glasnost, and the Crumbling Iron Curtain. By the mid-1980s, the Soviet Union, burdened by economic stagnation and a weakening grip on its satellite states, was ripe for change. Mikhail Gorbachev, a young and reform-minded leader, took the helm, ushering in an era of unprecedented openness and reform. Gorbachev's policies of glasnost, or openness, and perestroika, or restructuring, aimed to revitalize the Soviet system. However, these reforms, intended to strengthen the Soviet Union, unintentionally set in motion a chain of events that would ultimately lead to its demise. Across Eastern Europe, the winds of change were blowing. Inspired by Gorbachev's reforms and emboldened by their own people's desire for freedom, satellite states began to challenge Soviet dominance. Poland's solidarity movement gained momentum, Hungary opened its borders with Austria, and cracks began to appear in the seemingly impenetrable Iron Curtain. In East Germany, Erich Honecker, the hardline communist leader, clung to power, refusing to acknowledge the sweeping changes occurring around him. However, the writing was on the wall, quite literally, as protests against his regime intensified. The Berlin Wall, once a symbol of Soviet strength, was now a liability, a glaring reminder of the East German government's inability to contain the desire for freedom that was sweeping across Europe.